Hello there, baseball fans and baseball fans of all the different tabletop baseball games are out there. Tigerbob here tonight on the Tigerbob Broadcasting Network, going to play a game from the 1984 Baseball Replay Community Project. And I'm going to be playing this on the Apba Master Baseball game. My game is a Saturday, June 23rd, 1984. We're at Three Rivers Stadium. We got the Philadelphia Phillies coming in at 39-33. Although they're struggling, they've won 3 of their last 10, going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates, who are 26-46 in last place, and they won 2 of their last 10. This is the second game of the series. The Phillies did win the first game 9-4. And the game that broke out a little bit later was 1-1 through 6 innings, and then they broke it up, open with a couple big innings. And tonight we have a good classic pitching matchup of a couple left-handers. For Philadelphia Phillies, we got Jerry Koosman. And for Pittsburgh, we got John the Candyman Candelaria. And we're in Pittsburgh. I'll go down the batting order here for the Phillies. Leading off will be second baseman Juan Samuel. Bat number 2, center fielder Gary Matic. Third and right field, Sixto Liscano. Fourth at third base, Mike Schmidt. Batting fifth, the first baseman, Johnny Walkenfuss. Sixth, catcher, Ozzie Virgil. Seventh, left field, Glenn Wilson. Eighth, shortstop, Ivan DeJesus. And bat ninth will be Jerry Koosman. He is the pitcher. And pitching for the Pirates, John Candelaria. He was 12-11 in the regular season with a 2.72 run average. He's a grade 13 left-hander. Has an X and a Z, and he's prone to give up some home runs as he does have an L. So let's get ready to play some Apba Master Game Baseball and the 1994 Baseball Replay Community Project. If you haven't listened to any of my games before, I do a lot of World Series on the Tigerbob YouTube channel. Last series I did was the 84 season World Series. So here we go. First guy up the bat will be Juan Samuel against the grade 13 left-hander John Candelaria, and we're ready to play ball. Using the big dice for the big dice roll. 35 is a 9. Samuel is handicap 4 against a lefty. So 13 goes to a 17, and he's going to get a leadoff single for Juan Samuel. And he's a B32. So we got a possible stolen base situation. So if he tries to steal the base, we got a +2 catcher in Tony Pena. And we got a +2 move to first with Candelaria. So that drops from a 32 down to a 28 chance. And he would be 11 through 54 to steal the base if he goes. And he's going to try and steal second base. 11 through 54, he's going to be safe. Pena so to second base, and he is safe. Stolen base for Juan Samuel. So Samuel on second base, nobody out, and up steps the center fielder from Cincinnati, Ohio, Gary Matic. Candelaria, the lefty, delivers to Matic. 35 is a 9. He's a +1 against the lefty. So the 13 becomes a 12. 12 pitcher, that's a 9. That's a 26. Second baseman. Second baseman Ray's an 8. Going to be fielding 1. Out. Runner to third, second to first. So he moved the runner over to third base. Now what they're going to do, they're going to, first inning, they're just going to leave the infield deep. Candelaria pitching to Sixto Liscano. 62 is a 40 with a man on third base. We got a 40. That's a team number. They're a team 2. The dice roll 53 and a team 2 will put them in fielding 3. Pass ball by PB2 and PB3. Pena's only a PB1, so we are going to use an RP board. Man on third, 40. RP board. Man in third, 40, and the dice rolls a 34. 34 on the 40. That's a 16. It's hit to the third baseman. Third baseman, Madlock is a 3. The dice roll. 63 is going to put him in fielding 3. Double down the line. Right inside the third baseline. Madlock cannot stab it. And the Phillies jump out to a 1-0 lead. And up steps the big hitter with 36 home runs with his cards ready for in the real world, Mike Schmidt. And here's the pitch. Candelaria to the right-hand hitting Mike Schmidt. 45's a 14. Now the base on balls. We got 2 on. Still only 1 out. And up steps Johnny Walkenfuss. 36-14. Z. Ball 2. Here's another pitch to Walkenfuss. 64 is a 14. Ball 4. Bases are loaded on the back-to-back. 14s on Johnny Walkenfuss. Now the infield's deep. 1 out. Can Candelaria even get out of the first inning? Up steps the catcher, Ozzie Virgil. Candelaria delivers to the right-hand catcher, Ozzie Virgil. So 14 is a 30, and a 30 with the bases loaded is an X strikeout, and Candelaria strikes out Virgil for the second out of the inning as he's trying to get out of here, limiting the damage, and up steps Glenn Wilson. From Baytown, Texas, Candelaria pitching to the right-hand hitting. Glenn Wilson, bases loaded, 2 outs, first inning. 26-24, ground ball up the middle. That is nabbed by the shortstop Bear. Flips it over to Ray for a fielder's choice play. And a lot of noise in the first inning, but Philadelphia can only get 1. And we're going to the bottom of the first. Phillies 1, Pittsburgh coming up to bat. Go down the Pittsburgh batting order. Leading off will be center fielder Marvell Wynn, batting number 2. Lee Lacy, right field. Third baseman Bill Madlock. 4th, first baseman Jason Thompson. 5th, the catcher Tony Pena. 6th, second baseman Johnny Ray. 7th, left field Amos Otis. 8th, shortstop Dale Berra. And batting 9th will be John Candelaria. And they're going up against a left-handed, the 41-year-old from Appleton, Minnesota. He'll be the guy pitching today. And Jerry Koosman, he's a grade 11 with a Y and a Z. In the regular season, he was 14-15 with a 3.25 earned run average. So Koosman all warmed up, and in the batter's boxes, Marvell Wynn, lefty on lefty. Here's the pitch. Koosman to Wynn, 32-26, rolls it over to the second baseman. Samuel grabs it. Quick toss to first base. We got 1 out. First inning. And up steps Lee Lacy, playing right field. Here's the pitch. Koosman to Lee Lacy, 46-29. Little comebacker to Koosman. Underhand toss to first. Lacy is out by a step. And now batting, number 3 will be the third baseman, Bill Madlock. Here's the pitch. Koosman to Madlock. 44 is at 8. He's a grade 11 plus 3, 8 off of 8. Single for Madlock. He's slow 3. He sure doesn't run like he used to. So Madlock's on first base. He is a hit-and-run candidate. They're just going to hold him on first base, and up steps Jason Thompson, left-hand hitter, lefty on lefty. 41's a 24. Ground ball up the middle to the shortstop. This time it's DeJesus flipping it to Samuel. And we are going to second inning. Philadelphia jumping out to the early 1-0 lead, and leading off for Philadelphia will be the number 8 hitter, Ivan DeJesus. Candelaria to DeJesus. 13 is a 14. He walks DeJesus. Now we got the pitcher coming up to bat, Koosman. Not much of a hitter. Looks like he's going to lay down a bunt. And that's what they're going to do. Sacrifice bunt attempt. 54 is a 32. He does his job. Nicely done. Hits it right down. Third baseman has to come in and grabs it. Throws it to first. got the runner. But they moved DeJesus up to second base. That's playing a little bit of small ball baseball. Now Samuel's up. First time up, he had a base hit and he scored a run. So with one out, man on second base, Candelaria to Samuel, 36-33, pops it up. Who's calling for it? The shortstop's under it. Berra. Yogi's little boy, Dale Bear's under it, makes the catch. And up steps Matic with 2 outs. Candelaria appears in to get the sign. He goes to the set. He delivers to the Secretary of Defense, Matic. 36-14. That is his 4th base on balls of the game. Candelaria struggling with control. And up steps Sixto Lizcano. Here's the pitch. Lefty pitching to the righty. 31 is a 9. Lizcano is a -0. So grade 13 stays a 13. First and second. 9 up to 13. That is going to be a base hit to left. With 2 outs, 1 scores. S stops at third. We have nobody slow out there. So that's what we have. Single to left, 1 scores. Other stops at second. So DeJesus scores. Matic stops at second base. Philadelphia up 2-0. And up steps Mike Schmidt. Can he hit a hammer job here and give him the big lead? Candelaria to Schmidt. 65-35. He pops that one up. Just a little bit in foul territory. Pena under it makes the catch. We are going to the bottom of the second inning. Philadelphia leading 2-0. And up steps the guy that just made the catch, Tony Pena from the Dominican Republic. Koosman delivers to Pena. 14-30. Little fly ball to left field. Glenn Wilson under it. We have 1 away. Now batting is Johnny Ray. Number 6 hitter, switch hitter, hitting right-handed. Johnny Ray, 16-28 up the middle to Jesus. Guns at the first. What a play by the shortstop. Ivan DeJesus. Not the range that he used to have, but he still can get the job done on occasion. And up steps Amos Otis. Here's the pitch to the right-hand hitting Amos Otis from Mobile, Alabama. 13-13. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And we're going to the top of the 3rd inning. Phillies leading 2-0. And up steps Johnny B. Wackenfuss. Here's the pitch to the right-hand hitting Wackenfuss. 63-31. That's a blast center field. That is pretty deep, but not deep enough. It died out there in center field. Wackenfuss back to the dugout. Up steps Ozzie Virgil, the catcher. First time up, he struck out. Candelaria to Virgil. 35 is a 14. His 5th walk. Very uncharacteristic of Candelaria. So Virgil on first base. He's a G20, so they're going to hold him on. And up steps Glenn Wilson. Candelaria to Wilson. 56-34. Pops it up. High on the infield. We got Berra. Back a couple steps. He's under it. He has it. Just on the edge of the outfield grass. So it's 2 away. And up steps Ivan DeJesus. Man on first, 2 away. Here's the pitch. Candelaria to the right-hand DeJesus. 23 is a 12. That's to the first baseman. Jason Thompson's a 4. The dice roll is a 64 on the 4 first baseman. That's going to put him in fielding 3. Yeah. With 2 outs. Held on or, ground to first base unassisted. Thought that one might roll through the hole, but it doesn't. Not with 2 outs. We're going to the bottom of the 3rd. Phillies leading 2-0. Leading off is Dale Berra. Goes by the nickname Boo Boo. 34-31. Center field, Maddox. He is smooth in center field. Well, he's been a fine center fielder. Up steps Candelaria. 51 is a 36 RP board. 23, 36. 36, 23. That's a 30. That's a foul ball. Candelaria back in the batter's box. 36 is a 14. Candelaria gets a walk. Never want to walk the opposing pitcher. So we got a man on first base. We got one out. And up steps Marvell Wynn. 43, 29. Y-Man. Stood there like the house on the side of the road and watched that one go by. Koosman with the bender. 2 away. Now batting is Lee Lacy. Koosman to Lacy. 12's a 25. That's a little too hopper up to second base. Samuel flips it over to the shortstop covering, who is DeJesus. And that is it in the bottom of the third. Pittsburgh got a base runner, but cannot move him around. And we're going to the top of the fourth inning. 2-0 Philadelphia, and leading off will be Jerry Koosman. The pitcher leading off 54 is a 32. Fly ball to right field. 1 up and 1 away. Coming up to bat now is Juan Samuel. 1 for 2 today. Scored a run. 61's a 36. That's an RP board. Second dice roll is a 53. 53 on the 36 is a 28. That's going to be ball 1. Samuel back in the batter's box. Candelaria delivers. 66 is a 0. 31 is a 2. That ball is right down the right field line, down in the corner, opposite field. Samuel rounding second. He's going to try for third, and it will not be a throw. Juan Samuel showing off the speed with a 1-out triple. Looks like they're going to bring the infield in with 1 out, man on third. Infield in, Candelaria to Matic. 53 is a 15. That's left field. Left fielder's only a 1. 26 will put him in fielding 2. Single to left. Runner scores. Otis bobbles it. And we have Matic going to second base. So the single to left. And then that bobble out there by Otis. With another runner in a scoring position. Keep all my scorekeeping here on the ball score ball stat program. Some of you might be familiar with it. And I know a lot of our people use some other things. Up step 6 to Loscano. We have a 3-0 lead now. Loscano up, 1 out. And here's the pitch. Candelaria to the right hand hitting Loscano. 16's a 28. Hits it to the shortstop. Shortstop is, he's only going to be a 7. That's going to put him in fielding 3. So short to first, and that does, the runner does get to third. Barra could not check him back to second base, and he let him get to third. So 2 outs, they got the runner on third base, and up steps Mike Schmidt. What they're going to do here, they're going to intentionally walk Mike Schmidt. They know this could get pretty ugly in a hurry. Mike Schmidt's a legendary hitter, so intentional base on balls. So now we got on first and third with 2 outs. And up steps Johnny Walkenfuss. Can he make him pay for walking Schmidt? The right-hand hitting Johnny Walkenfuss in the batter's box. Candelaria delivers. He does. 22 is a 7. Off a lefty. He's a +5. 7 off the grade 8. First and third. Grade 8 pitcher. It's a 7. Single to left. Runs in a score. Schmidt stops at second base. And it's 4-0. As Candelaria just been struggling along. And up steps Ozzie Virgil. Candelaria pitching to Virgil. 13's a 14. Z. Ball 2. Virgil back in the batter's box. Candelaria trying to get through the top of the fourth. 24-13. Curveball struck him out. So another 2 runs for Philadelphia. In the top of the 4th, we're going to the bottom of the 4th. Philadelphia leading 4-0. And up steps Madlock. So far, Pittsburgh just has 1 hit. Madlock, 64 is a 13. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Koosman doing pretty good today. He's given up 1 hit and he has 3 strikeouts. Given up 1 walk. Up steps Jason Thompson from Hollywood, California. 51 is a 9, -5. 11 goes to a 16, and 9 will be a base hit. Thompson's on first base. Got to hit off the tough lefty, and up steps Tony Pena. Koosman, the Pena. 44 is a 7. That ball's hit hard. That ball's going to drop in to left field. And Thompson stops at second base. And up steps Johnny Ray. It's Pittsburgh trying to kick up their heels a little bit, get a clutch base hit here, maybe try to crawl back in the game. Koosman to the switch hitter, hitting right-handed Johnny Ray. 61 is a 24. That is hit to the shortstop. To Jesus is a 7. 34 on the 7 shortstop. That puts him in fielding 3. So 61, 24, fielding 3. Fast batter would have been safe at first. It's a ground ball, double play. DeJesus flips it over to the second baseman's Manuel the first. 6-4-3 double play. Johnny Ray just wasn't quite fast enough to beat it out. And we're going top of the 5th inning. Candelaria still come out here to pitch the top of the 5th. This could be his last inning here. And up steps Glenn Wilson. 51. 51 is a 9. What's Wilson? He's a +1. So 13 goes to a 12. Great. It's me. Ground ball to the third baseman. Madlock over to first. 1 away. Up steps Ivan DeJesus. What's he done today? He's walked and he's grounded out to first base unassisted. DeJesus, 21 is a 26. Ground ball, second to first, 2 away. I think the guy might be in his last inning. He's probably pitching his best inning. And up steps Jerry Koosman. Candelaria against Koosman. Snake Eyes is a 8. He's a +4. 8 off the grade 9 pitchers, a base hit. Koosman. They're not going to bother holding Koosman on first base. He can't steal. He can hardly even move. He's only a 2 speed on him, so they're not holding him on. But a 2-out single by Jerry Koosman. Left up Juan Samuel, 65 is a 35. Pops that one up on the infield to Tony Pena. Just between home and first base, he makes the catch. And we're going to the bottom of the 5th inning. Philadelphia cruising, trying to take the series. They won the first game of the series, and they're trying to take the second game. First guy to face him will be Amos Otis here in the bottom of the 5th. Koosman to the right-hand hitting Amos Otis. Snake Eyes is a 0. Nicely done. 64 is a 6. Otis pulls into second base with a double. He's showing a little bat action going on there. And up steps Berra with a man on second base and nobody out. Koosman to Berra. Snake Eyes is a 0. 23 is a 6. That rolls all the way to the outfield between left and center field. Round up bases. Comes Otis. He's in the score. Now we got Berra on second base. And now we're looking for a pinch hitter. Who are they going to bring in to pinch hit? Coming in to pinch hit with a man on second base and nobody out will be Jim Morrison. He is a -0 against the lefties. So grade 11 pitcher. Pitching to Morrison. Here we go. Koosman to Morrison. 41. 24. Pops it up on the infield. DeJesus calling for it. Makes the catch. So Morrison is gone. Coming up to bat now is Wynn. He's 0 for 2 today. Pittsburgh looking for another base hit to cut the lead in half. Swing. 33 is a 7. He is going to get the base hit. Will be enough to score the runner. That is a single to right. With the little 3, the hit number is going to be 44. So Lascano with the awesome arm, a 37 arm, and Barra with average speed, 12. 37 minus 12 is 25, off to 44. 19 out of 36, just over 50-50. But being there down by 3 runs, it is not worth the risk. Barra's going to stop at third base. So I got him first and third, 1 out. Infield's going to stay deep, and up steps Lee Lacy. Koosman, the lefty, delivers to right-hand hitting Lee Lacy. 53-16, center field. 13's going to be fielding 1. First and third, fielding 1, center field. Fly out, center field. 45 is the hit number. So 27 arm minus the 12 base running speed of Barra. That's 25 off to 45. 20 chance of scoring on a sacrifice fly. So 11 through 42, he's going to be safe. Oh, and what they're going to do here down by 3 runs. They're going to hold him up. He will not score. The number 3 hitter coming up, Madlock, right-hand hitter against the lefty with 2 outs. They will not want to run himself out of an inning. Maybe if it would have been a 1 or a 2 run game, but not down 3. So here we go. Koosman pitching to Madlock. First and third, 2 outs. 26 is a 27. Swing and a miss with a Y. Struck him out. In hindsight, maybe they should have sent the runner. Let's go to the top of the 6th inning and see who Pittsburgh's bringing in to pitch. Coming in to pitch will be Don the Caveman Robinson. He's coming in to pitch. He is a grade 13 reliever. He's a right-hander. He has an X and a Y. He was 5 and 6 in the regular season with 10 saves. So he can pitch long relief and he can pitch short relief. So they're going to try and get a couple innings out of him here. And leading off in the 6th inning is Maddox. So Robinson warmed up, delivering to Maddox. Righty on righty, 34-31, fly ball, center field. Marvell went under it. Makes the catch. 1 away, and up steps Sixto Lascano. Robinson to the right-hand hitting. Sixto Lascano, 24 is a 13. Coming in, throwing some heat. Strikes out Lascano. And up steps Mike Schmidt. Robinson, righty on righty. To Mike Schmidt, 63-31, fly ball, center field, Marvell Wynn, chasing it all the way to the wall, and he runs it down. Just as he hits the warning track. And let's go to the bottom of the 6th inning. As Koosman still out there. How many he's faced? 21 batters so far. He averages about 27, so he's still good to go. You maybe get 2 more innings out of him. Koosman delivering. Jason Thompson, 41-24, ground ball shortstop to Jesus. Over to first. 1 away. And up steps Tony Pena. Koosman to Pena, 52-27, ground ball, third base Schmidt, over to first, 2 away. Started playing Apba baseball with the 1977 season cards, and a lot of these guys were playing in 1977. A little bit younger version of them. Up steps Johnny Ray, 2 outs. 64-36, RP board. 21 on the 36. 21, 36 is a 29, that's a strike. Back in the batter's box is Johnny Ray. And Johnny Ray rolls it over to the second baseman, Samuel. Flips it to first, he's out. We are going to the top of the 7th inning with a Phillies 4, Pittsburgh 1. Robinson pitching to Johnny Walkenfuss. Johnny Walkenfuss, 53 is a 20. Ground ball, second baseman Johnny Ray over. Oh, right between his legs. What happened? He might hit a pebble or something. I'm not sure, but he did not make the play. They're They're going to call that an error. So Johnny Walkenfuss on first base on an error by the second baseman. Looked like it might be routine. Coming up to bat now is the catcher, Ozzie Virgil. 33 is a 0. 13 is a 6. That ball's hit hard. Left field down the line. He's going to go for 2. Walkenfuss is going to stop at third base. Virgil pulls into second base with a double. Philadelphia kicking up their heels again. Second and third. Nobody out. Glenn Wilson coming up. For the first batter, they're going to leave the infield deep. Pitch to Wilson. 31 is a 14. The bases are loaded. All heck breaking loose here for Robinson in the 7th inning. Up steps to Jesus. Yeah, they're still going to play the infield deep. They want to try and get a double play to try and limit the damage. Robinson to Jesus. 53 is a 19. Ground ball to the third baseman. Madlock's a 3. 19. Fielding 3 with the bases loaded. Safe at first. On air. Runners advance. 2 bases. Air third base. So Madlock got it. He threw it away. Walkenfuss scored. Virgil scored. Wilson went to third. On an error by the third baseman. We got ourselves a 6-1 baseball game. And up steps Jerry Koosman. And they're going to let him bat. Jerry Koosman going to bat. Infield, they're bringing him in to Koosman. 31 is a 13. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. First out of the inning. Coming up to bat now is Samuel. Infield still in. Pitching to Samuel. 51. 51 is a 10. Off to 13. First and third. Grade 13 pitcher. We got a 10. That'll be a single over second base. Hit number of 39. So Wilson's going to score. De Jesus is just going to stop at second base. And we have a 7-1 baseball game. So leaving Robinson out here to try and get out of this mess. The infield, well, they're first and second. They're looking for a double play ball. Matic, 25 is at 8. Off to grade 16. First and second. Grade 16 pitcher. We got an 8. That's a 33. That's a little fly out to the shortstop. Finally, the second out of the inning. As Philadelphia just rolling right now. And up step 6 to Lezcano. Can Robinson limit the damage to Lezcano? 43-29. Right back to the pitcher, Robinson. Over to Thompson. And that is it here in the top of the 7th inning. As we are going to the 7th inning stretch. Philadelphia leading 7-1. So time to stretch your legs. Maybe go get a beverage and just relax here for a minute and do some take me out to the ball game. At this point in time, I'll ask you if you watch some of my stuff on YouTube, baseball games, football games, hockey, soccer, golf. I try to play all the games on the YouTube channel. And if you haven't subscribed, I'd love if you could. And likes or comments, like to hear it all. So now on for the rest of Take Me Out to the Ball Game. When it's a shame, for it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. All right, let's get ready to play some more Apba Baseball Master Game. So Jerry Koosman coming into this game with a 1-6 record with a 4.97 earned run average. But he is throwing a heck of a game tonight. As we go to the bottom of the 7th inning, he's given up 6 hits. He's given up 1 run. Leading off will be Amos Otis. Last time up, he doubled and scored a run. So Koosman delivering. Amos Otis, 12s of 25. Second baseman, Nice play, Samuel, over the first. 1 away. Now batting is Candelaria. Doubled his last time up. Had an RBI. 12-25. Routine ground ball, Samuel, over the first. 2 away. And now we're looking for a pinch hitter. So coming in here to pinch hit for Robinson will be Lee Mazzilli. Switch hitter, hitting left-handed off Koosman. I'll be hitting right-handed off Koosman. Left-hand pitcher, right-hand batter, Mazzilli. 41-24, ground ball to the shortstop. DeJesus been pretty busy over the first. We are going to the top of the 8th inning. Philadelphia cruising. 7-1. So coming to pitch the 8th inning will be Cecilio Guante, right-hand pitcher from Dominican Republic. He's a grade 12 with an X. He was 2-3 in the regular season with 2 saves. He'll be facing right-hander Schmidt, Wackenfuss, and Ozzie Virgil. So Guante pitching to Mike Schmidt. Schmidt has walked twice and flew out twice. Here's the pitch. Guante to Schmidt. 22 is a 0. Second dice roll. 33 is a 2. That ball's way out over the center fielder's head. Schmidt, he's actually rounding second. He's going to try for third. And he is going to be safe at third with the triple. Oh, Mike Schmidt turning back the ages, just running around the bases. Wackenfuss is up, and they're just going to leave the infield deep. Guante pitching to Wackenfuss. Snake Eyes is a 0. 41's a 7. Base hit Wackenfuss. Schmidt walks home. We got ourselves an 8-1 baseball game. Wackenfuss on first base, and up steps Ozzie Virgil. Here's the pitch to the right-hand hitting. Ozzie Virgil, 12's a 25. That's a ground ball up the middle. Johnny Ray, a bear to Thompson, 4-6-3. Double play, 2 for the price of 1. So 2 outs of the inning, and up steps Glenn Wilson. Guante pitching to Glenn Wilson, 54-32. Fly ball to right field. That is the 3rd out of the inning. So they tack on 1 more. They're leading 8-1. And we are going to the bottom of the 8th inning. Koosman still out there pitching. As Philadelphia is leading this thing 8-1. And leading off will be the top of the order. Wynn, followed by Lacey and Madlock. Koosman to the left-hand hitting. Wynn, 22 is a 7. That ball is base hit. Wynn's on first base. See how much longer they go with Koosman. Trying to get him through this inning. Up steps Lee Lacey. The lefty delivers to Lee Lacey. 53 is a 16. That's to the center fielder. Maddox is a 3. 46 on a 3. Puts him in fielding 1. So 16, fielding 1, single. Runner to second. Coming up to bat is Madlock, and we got a timeout. Koosman talked him into letting him stay in the game, so he's going to stay in there at least for 1 more batter. He's all warmed up, and he's going after Madlock. 22 is a 7 on the first and second. 7. That's a line drive to left with hit numbers of 57 and 30. So Madlock got to hit. Wins in a score. Lacey stopping at second base. And that will be the end of the road for Koosman. What a strong performance. So new pitcher will be Campbell. So first and second, nobody out. Up steps Justin Thompson. Should I say Jason Thompson? So let's get this right. First and second, nobody out. Jason Thompson up. Campbell on the mound. He's 11, so he's a grade 16 to the first batter. And here we go. The pitch to Thompson. 42 is a 41. First and second, 41. That's an infield number. Infield, they're a 30. 45 will put him in fielding 2. Wild pitch by WP2 and W3 only. So that'll be the wild pitch. So the run scores, runners on second and third. Thompson still up. Campbell pitching to Thompson. 55 is a 8. Off the grade, 16. That's a 31. Center field. Be fielding 1. As Matic is a 3. Second dice was a 35. Puts him in fielding 1. The little dice is a 46. So center field 46. So the 27 arm out there in center field. 17 speed of Lacey. That's 27 minus 17 is 10. Off the 46. He's going to score on a sacrifice fly. The other runner's going to stay on second base. As Matic can cover a lot of ground, but he does not have a great arm out there. So now we got 1 out runner on second base. We got an 8-3 baseball game, and up's Tony Pena. Campbell pitching to Tony Pena. 13 is a 22 with a man on second base. That is going to be a catcher number. And it is going to be, with the second dice roll 12, it's going to be fielding 1. So batter out. On high pop-up, runner holds, put out catcher. Two away. And up steps Johnny Ray, trying to get a big hit and get another run or two in here. Here's the pitch to Johnny Ray, 53. 53 is a 19. With a man on second base, 19. Comes inside. And he just misses him. He has a HB 0. So he does not hit him. That's going to be ball 1. Next pitch, 42, is a 9. Off the 11, goes to a grade 12. With 2 outs, fly out, center field. As it was, 9 was a 26. Fly out to center field. And we are going to the 9th inning. Philadelphia still cruising, 8-3. So coming in to pitch here in the 9th inning will be Ticolovi. He's the closer, but he just wants to get a little bit of work because they've been losing a lot of games. He hasn't pitched very much. So he's going to be coming in. He's a grade 14 right-hander from Cincinnati, Ohio. And he has a Z. So first guy to face him to Jesus. 14's a 30. Fly ball, left field. 1 away. Now we got the pitcher spot coming up. Coming in to pinch hit will be Tim Corcoran. Left-hand hitter from Glendale, California. Ticolovi to the left-hand hitting. Timmy Corcoran. 65-35. Ground ball, third base. Easy play, Madlock over to first. 2 up and 2 away here in the Philadelphia 9th inning. And back to the top of the order, we have Juan Samuel. No. Ticolovi to Samuel. 23 is a 12. Race to the bag. First baseman, Thompson. Gets over there just in time to beat him. We're going to the bottom of the 9th. Phillies leading 8-3. So coming in here to pitch the bottom of the 9th with a 5-run lead will be Larry Anderson. And Pittsburgh's going to counter with a pinch hitter. They're going to bring in Douglas Frobel. Coming in to pinch hit for Amos Otis. Anderson all warmed up. He's a grade 15 with a Y and a Z. And he pitches to Frobel. 16, 28, ground ball, shortstop to Jesus over to first. 1 up away, 1 up and 1 away in the Pittsburgh home 9th inning. And up steps Dale Berra. What's he done today? He has doubled. He's 1 for 3. 66 is a 0. 24 is a 6. That ball, he's going to pull into second base with the second double of the game. So Berra's had a pretty good game. Now we're looking for another pinch hitter for Pittsburgh. Coming into pinch hit will be Brian Harper. He is a plus 10 against right-handers. So Anderson's only a grade 5 to him. And Harper, so 52 is a 27. 27th a man on second base. We got a Y strikeout. Anderson strikes him out. We got 2 outs here. in the Pittsburgh 9th inning. Back to the top of the order. Up steps Wynn for the 5th time. He is 2 for 4. Anderson, the left-hand hitting. Wynn, 62-32. Fly ball right field. Let's kind of wonder it. Makes the catch. And that is the final out of the ball game here in Three Rivers Stadium. The final score. Philadelphia 8, Pittsburgh 3. Be back in a minute with a recap. So final line scores tonight. We have Philadelphia 8 runs, 11 hits, no errors. Pittsburgh 3 runs, 10 hits, and they've made 3 errors. Philadelphia left 11 men at base. Pittsburgh left 7 men at base. Pitching lines today. First of all, we'll go with the winning team. Jerry Koosman got his 2nd win of the season. Pitched 7 innings, 9 hits, 3 earned runs, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. Campbell come in and pitch the 8th inning, and Anderson come in to close it up in the 9th. There was not a save situation. For Pittsburgh, Candelaria just struggled with control the whole game. He got 5 innings, 7 hits, 4 earned runs, 6 walks, 2 strikeouts, followed by Robinson. 2 innings, 2 hits, 1 earned run. Guante pitched an inning, as did Tekulve. There was not any home runs in the game. We had a couple triples. Samuel and Schmidt both had triples for Philadelphia. Lascano and Virgil had doubles for Philadelphia, and Berra had 2 doubles, and Otis had a double for Pittsburgh. So top hitters in the game was Samuel was 3 for 6 for Philadelphia. He had scored 2 runs. Lascano had 2 hits. Johnny Walkenfuss had 2 hits. Then for the losing team, Pittsburgh, 2 hits out of Wynn, 2 out of Madlock, and 2 out of Berra. So that is it here from Bay City, Michigan, playing a June 23rd game on the 1984 Baseball Replay Community Project. It don't matter what game you play, you can always go to the Facebook page and look for the community project. And if you want to join up and play some games, you'd be definitely welcome. So that is it here from Bay City, Michigan. And as always, keep playing the Apba sports games. They're my favorite baseball game to play, although there's many other ones too. So you guys have a great sports weekend. Good night.